I want to talk about seeding. I just came out of that last video and I wanted to talk more, but then I was like, it's 20 minutes. Oh my God, I don't know how hard that'll be to upload. It will upload with ease and grace. I'm so lucky that way. So these seedings that I'm beginning to see out in the collective are so exciting. Some of these thoughts I had 20 years, you know, like, let's talk about a few of them. I'll share a few of them with you. Like the twin flame phenomenon. I saw that like since I was a little girl, and I watched something the other day. I'll put a video down below. I never imagined when I saw what I saw inside of me how beautiful it would appear outside of me. Like, I'm in awe. I'm blown away. Like, I was like, the details were beyond. So I had this vision, and I think it had a lot of mixtures, again, subconscious, right? 1 through 7, of like Cinderella and Snow White and all that stuff, you know, like the prince and the princess, and they come together. So that was like obviously the first way it got shaped. I came in with the coding, right? So I'm a seedling holder. So I come in with the coding, and then it gets shaped by a collective, and I'm holding the seed, but now it's getting like reversed in some ways. Like it got like, you know, it got like a little bit like confusing inside me. But I have this thing where no matter what anyone says outside of me, no matter how, you cannot beat this stuff out of me. I mean, even no matter how many times I was like, I just have to be normal. I just have to be like everyone else. You know what I mean? No matter how many times you cut the hair and you put the right makeup on and you wear the right clothes and you drive the right cars and you have the right jobs, and no matter what, you cannot beat this stuff out of you. It's crazy bones. Because it's there, it's a part of you. You came in carrying that seed. It's really cool, and I'm sure a lot of you can really relate to this. Like, I hope this gets you giddy. You know, this remembrance is always so much fun for all of us to trigger within each other. Like, I get so high when I'm being triggered by one of you as well. So anyways, okay, so let's get back. So I've got this whole, you know, fantasy thing going on, and I'm, you know, and I'm moving through relationships with that fantasy, but also a hope, and also that backward stuff. So it got a little bit confusing at times. It got a little convoluted at times, and it got a little wonky at times. Grateful for all the experiences that I've had. So then about 2011, 2012, I get hit with this new grandiose vision, and it didn't come from this reality system. I can assure you of that. It was like, it hit me so hard and so fast at that seedling level that it's like encoded in my soul's DNA, and it spread into my human self. And this was like like the next new version of Cinderella, but it had nothing to do with this, you know, reality system. And all I could see was the end result, and the end result broke me into like a million pieces of gratefulness and gratitude. And I mean, to see what people become when love connects between a male and a female, or a female and a female, or a male and a male. Depends on, obviously, what truth you're bringing forth here now. So it's all infinitely welcome. There is no, I think someone said it even recently, because there's male and female inside of all of us, that eventually we will all be like neutral, like we'll be in the middle, right? The 0 point, which I can actually see. That makes total sense. And so, and I do have a thought on that as well, that if you come in being bisexual, trisexual, gay, transsexual, all this stuff, you are literally a seedling of holding that distortion into love, and I commend you. That's another level of wow. Anywho, so I did want to say that was super important. So then when it came, I saw just everyone was lit up, like they were energetic bodies, and they were in their pure state of elegance. And to see what the pure state of elegance looks like when all of us come together in an honoring way is, I cannot wait. So I saw that. Now I'm watching the collective come together, and what it takes for each one of those twins to come together is pretty phenomenal. What it takes inside self, the work that one has to do inside self, the clearing, the integration, aligning the subconscious with the ego. All of those things are like, you know, and there's no one way to do it. And then the galactic on top of it. It's amazing. And to hear them start to speak on it is awe-inspiring. And I'm gonna put another video. Todd, who does Soulology 5D, is a twin flame with his woman Morgan. So I'll put them down. And then there's another couple they just had on. And there's several that they've had on, so I don't want to discount any of them that they just had on, and they were also talking. So now I guess my point is, videos down below. My point is, and I'm seeing the beauty of this seed that I've carried, you know, through, no matter which way I go, no matter how many stumbles across it, I'm seeing it out in the collective. And the other day I got a little sad because I was like, why am I carrying the seed, and why hasn't it happened to me? What is going on? And I asked Spirit to answer, because I was getting a little sad. I was like, what the, you know, that happens. So if you don't know now, you know. But I'm sure all of you know that very well. You're like, why is this happening over there when I'm the one seeing it inside I'm carrying it? So Spirit said, stop looking at where's mine, right? But like, let's look at what that seed is you're co-creating with me. And I was like, I was in awe. I'm in awe, and I feel like a lot of the different seeds that we're carrying inside are sprouting. Genevieve mentioned that she was doing light language before light language even was out there, but she didn't know what it was. She just was talking her talk, right? And then she heard it, and she was like, oh my God, that's the language that I've been speaking, you know, since I was so young. She's a seed carrier to that light language, and she's seeing the co-creation of that spark that she's carrying within herself, that she is co-creating with the Divine Mother and Father. And it's so beautiful how it's taken off, what it's doing, who is doing light language. I'll put 2 videos down below, my 2 faves of light language, 3 faves. I just did a meditation yesterday with a new one that I found on Soulology 5D, man. That he's got all the undercover people that are not mainstream, that, you know, he's we could get that show on Next Level Up, it would be amazing for all of us, because there are so many people out there that are doing the work, that have codes inside of them just by hearing them speak. You're getting downloaded, man. You're getting downloaded the codes of all the hard work that they have done to get even able to speak it, right? Shout out to my girl, I know it's April. I'm gonna put a video down below. I'll just put April and then I'll put a shining star. I always get confused with Fifth World and because anyways, I'm gonna put some videos down below. Her name is April. She does an incredible show, and she knows she's supposed to be sharing this with the masses. And truth be told, the way I just explained the seeding is that you're seeding the masses and the mindset in a quantum way. The reality here is a simpler way, right? But then the quantum field is empowered and it's infinite. So different, right? But yet at the same time, it is an honor to speak to all of you and to have you interact, and for us to mirror one another's growth and beauty. So I get all of that, right? But that person, these two, those 2 people, I've never reached out to them to let them know that I'm carrying the seedlings to the twin flame. Like, those couples don't know, because I don't know if it even matters. It matters for sure, because I am matter in that. But then at the same time, I think the joy for me right now is, as Spirit showed me, is just to see that matter in motion and it flourishing. And, you know, I don't have the full totality of this ability, but there are contracts, agreements that have been made before we even get here that are, that, you know, that you're the seed carrier and they're carrying out the seed. And to what degree is beautiful to watch, because like the way that these couples are having to download, especially if they're galactic in nature, or there's, you know, a lot of pieces to that puzzle, right? Like the way that they're doing their work is so beautiful. It's so honoring. It's so integral. It's an honor to see them, you know. And if I'm meant to participate, then I will participate when it's divinely right, you know. That's the just giddy up on that one. And I'm holding space for everything to be divinely right within myself. I don't push away. I think I'm ready. I do. I feel like I'm ready for the first time ever that I could do that multidimensional intelligent work, which is really what it entails for that twin flame journey. So yeah, and maybe this conversation is triggering lots of you out there that are ready to hold the Hirogamos as well. It's really cool. So that is one of the seedlings inside of me, and how I'm able to view it in the world, and what an honor it is, and broken it down. And I hope this inspires you to see all the beauty that you are a matter of, that is co-creating with the universe, and it's out there, and it isn't about ego, but the ego does need to know it's part of this beautiful co-creation. The subconscious needs to know of its infinite self. It needs that. It deserves that. It's been without it, and letting it know it's needed and how it can participate it's beautiful. You know, it's beautiful. So I'm gonna leave David Dova's thing on, because I believe that we have ancient self inside too that's meeting up, and now the subconscious and the ego human aspect of ourselves is now able to start seeing how it's participating, what it's a part of. That's a great awakening for humanity, because we're all interconnected. And I feel like I got a chance to like speak this as clearly and not get too much off track. So I'm actually really proud of myself. I love you. Anyways, I love all of you from such a reverent place within me. I'm sending you that love. Should we encode the video? Yes. Let's encode this video for all to discover the seeds that they're carrying, for all to discover and to honor that within themselves, that they are co-creators. They are co-creating beautifully, consciously, unconsciously. Who cares, right? You're in it. You're in this co-creation. You are. What if you're still asleep right now, let's say, right? And all of this doesn't make any sense. This is for you too, because guess what? Somehow your willingness to, even if it's 1%, ask for it all to come, to once again reunite with all aspects of your infinite self, is happening. This video is proof it's happening, and you, even if at 1%, made a call to the divine, and the divine has answered, and the galactics have answered, and heaven has answered, and no one is left out. This is an all-inclusive love journey. And may your heart light up. May your soul lift off. May everything you ever dreamed of possibly in love occur for you on all levels of existence, through all parts, particles, and pieces of me. I support all parts, particles, and pieces of you in love. Mwah.